And so there are 4 steps to bridge that gap. The first step is you need to get real, the R in the R.I.S.E. What does it mean to get real? Well, you need to stop fucking lying. You need to see yourself as you are, not worse than you are, not better than you are, but as you are. You have a big role to play, and I believe I have just exposed you how big of a role that was in the dissolution of your marriage. It's not all her fault. It's not the court's fault. You have a big role to play. You need to fully understand how you got here. I just opened a little bit of the curtain. There is much more. You need to understand where you actually want to be and what's that path and what's that journey. And you need to map that out. What kind of skill sets do you need to acquire? And you need to acquire some skill set. What kind of knowledge you need to acquire? And you need to acquire the basic principles to acquire the skill set. How do you need to structure your time? What's awaiting you? So you need to get real. Awaken to reality in which you live right now as a divorced dad, as a divorced dadpreneur. The second step is to reclaim identity. Well, right now, after divorce, oftentimes for a lot of men, identity gets shattered into a million different pieces. We used to be provider and protector, and who are we today? Who do we provide and what? Who do we protect and against who? And so you need to reclaim your identity. You need to decide what are you going to be standing for and what you will not compromise. It's time to establish boundaries around you and around those you love. What will you not tolerate anymore in your life? And most importantly, how do you actually begin to deal with your internal wiring? With your heart set and with your mindset? How do you deal with your emotions? How do you regulate all of that? How do you acquire that skill? Well, that's the reclaim identity part. Now, once you got real, once you reclaimed your identity, now it's time to optimize your systems. Because you can have a great identity and you can be real about where you are. But if you don't have the right systems as a divorced dad, you're going to crumble back again into that loop. You need good systems to optimize your resources, your time, your money, and your energy. There is no escaping that. If you don't do this, somebody else is going to come and optimize that for you, and it's not to your advantage. And once you are able to build good routines, to acquire the skill sets, to manage your, not just manage, but optimize your time, your money, and your energy, now you can begin to win the engagement. And that is to engage with the outside world, because you have rebuilt yourself